So we've gone through the frog business. And one day as the, this time the Pharaoh was walking along the river, probably looking at all the mess and the cleanup guys working and stuff. You know, he was kind of upset too. He was pondering because it appeared that a few of the Egyptians were believing Moses and were inquiring about the one true God. Well, this didn't sit well with him at all. Not at all. But then, not only that, as he was walking along the river, here comes two guys and they get closer. He goes, "Oh no, it's Moses again with his brother Aaron. Oh no." And so like, "How you doing today?" and stuff. And you're going to let our people go? No, no way. Okay, so Moses gave his rod to his brother Aaron, and he told him to swing it out around the whole land of Egypt again. And so Aaron did that, and out of the dust starts coming all kinds of fleas everywhere, and lice. And I'm going to sit down. Fleas and lice. And the Pharaoh was just beside himself. They were itching and scratching and jumping up on the Pharaoh's shins. He was scratching his shin bones. Fleas, lice. Not only that, after that came a terrible infestation of bacteria for their cattle, and that was the next plague. The cattle were getting infected, so now they had fleas and lice and cattle dying all over out in the field that they had to try to dispose of. It was just a terrible mess going on. And because the cattle were dying, now comes the next plague. And Moses and Aaron said, "Well, have you noticed that in the land of Goshen, where all of the Israelites live that love the Lord," he said, "you notice that none of these plagues have come into Goshen. It's clean as a whistle, clear as a bell." And yeah, that kind of did startle the Pharaoh a little bit. But then came the flies. Oh, the flies were awful. They were sitting all over the dead cattle, and Pharaoh was still scratching from fleas. And plague after plague seemed to just come upon him. And Moses said, "Well, the true and living God is protecting his people over in Goshen. It's beautiful over there." Well, then as they were talking, Moses said, "There's another plague going to come if you don't let my people go." And he said, "No." So up, storm clouds start rolling in the sky. You ever see a threatening thunderstorm come rolling in? And there was lightning, flashes of thunder, and then hail started to fall from the clouds. And it was baseball out. They didn't have baseball then, but it says it was huge hail. And some of it even had flaming fire on it. It's sort of like God sending these things on Egypt right out of his nostrils, right out of his breath. And Pharaoh was, he was so upset. People were running into their houses to get out of the hail, and whatever remaining animals there were, it says that out in the fields, and I imagine they had dogs and cats back then too, and everything that was outside was getting pummeled to death. They lost a lot of, not just livestock, but all the other animals because of the hail. And it was a terrible, terrible thing. And he said, "Moses, Moses, please stop this, please stop this." And so Moses raised up, or had Aaron raise up his rod again, and it stopped. And I'm going to leave it right there for right now. Bye-bye.